Welcome back to the Ashley Show. Thanks for tuning in. If you are new, welcome and thanks for joining me. Oh my god. What it looks like when it's dry? Crazy. Actually, use a food! I'm going to take you through the step-by-step process of kind of what I do when I'm in the process of doing a wash and go. So I'm actually going to take you to the bathroom. I hope it's not awkward or anything like that. But I'm going to take you in the shower so you can actually physically see how I put everything together and what I do and all that jazz. Stay tuned.
Of course, what I like to do first is fully douse my hair in water, making sure that it's literally dripping wet before I even go ahead to put any shampoo in it. First things first, I use a sulfate-free shampoo. I will leave everything in the description below. I only scrub my scalp, and when I rinse, I let the shampoo hit the ends. That way they're not getting too dry through the shampooing process. Now correct me if I am wrong, but is it supposed to lather like that if it's sulfate free? I'd be so pissed if it has sulfate in it when I paid for one that doesn't have sulfate in it. Anyway, rinse all of the shampoo out until it's thoroughly rinsed. I only wash it once, and once I've gotten through it that one time, I go ahead and start to put conditioner in it, and I put it in heavily. Like when I say heavily, I literally drown my hair in the conditioner throughout the process. So while I'm even doing it, I'll continue to keep putting conditioner in it. This just keeps it from tangling as much. Next step, I'll be breaking my hair down into about 4 sections, and that just makes it a little bit easier for the water to get through, and it actually keeps the curl while I'm doing the process. So I'm going to use my hands to kind of detangle and make my 4 sections. Use your other hair ties to keep your hair out of the way. That way you're not breaking it off as you're trying to get another ponytail in place. Also use hair ties that do not have the metal piece on it. Try to find the ones that are kind of continuous that do not have the metal piece that will kind of rip out your hair when you go to take them out. Even after I've sectioned, I add more conditioner, and this is just to help with the slip so that there's no tangling or a lot less tangling, and you're not pulling out nearly as much hair as you would if it weren't as much. Always, always, always start from the bottom and work your way to the root. Never try to start from the root and work to the ends. You'll pull out more hair that way. Once I'm starting to notice that I can comb through the whole thing with a breeze, I go ahead and take my ponytail holder and just make it into a ponytail. This will help to keep it separated and so that it won't get as knotted up. Once you've gotten the ponytail holder in it, run the comb through it one more time just to make sure that it can still go through and there's no tangles or knots. I'm literally going to do this process and this step throughout the whole head until it is completed, putting more conditioner in each time you make a new ponytail. Sadly, before I did this, I should have thought about my underarms and how ridiculously hairy they are. Sorry, guys. I use a combination of a few different products. I will go ahead and list everything in the description box below so that you have that information. P.S. I am very aware that these are uneven and not perfect, but that's okay. It's not going to make a huge difference. Take your time. Although this is a quick hairstyle, definitely take your time on your ends. No breakage is a good thing. That's what we're trying to achieve. Time for the rinse. So the trick is to leave the ponytail holders in while you rinse so you get less tangles. I also do this on wash day. I do 6 instead of 4, and then that way you can also stretch the hair, and I put twists in it instead of leaving it down.
Okay, word to the wise. Doing a shower video can be difficult. First thing. Second thing, don't do your makeup before you get in, because look, they're just slipping off. I'm getting them done today, so it's okay. Of course, because your hair is still going to be a little bit wet, going to be careful, but lightly and slowly take these guys out. Now, I left a little bit of conditioner still in, and that's okay, depending, I guess, upon which conditioner you're using. What I'm gonna do is take them all out, little by little.
And this is just a technique that I've learned. Of course, this is not something you have to do. If you find that there's another way or a different way that works best for you, by all means, do that. Next step, once I've gotten here, I use my coconut oil and go through and make sure that I lather up my ends to make sure that I'm moisturized. Once I've moisturized, I go back through and kind of pluck at it and try to lightly separate it without tangling it again. I personally like a little bit of a part just on one side, and to keep that part, I'm going to be using some edge control. Dab away any extra water that you may have, because your edge control probably won't work if you have water on it. Just going through and making sure that it's all even and plucked out and there's not spaces in between where we made the ponytails. Comment below, let me know how long you've been on your natural hair journey and how many years it's been and how it's going for you. I try for those baby hairs from time to time, but I've kind of given up the baby hair game with my natural hair. It just never seems to work.
That is how I get my wash and go look. I am actually running late for an eyelash appointment, hence the strips on my eyes. But please come back, join me another time. I hope you enjoyed this. Hopeful that this was helpful. Like, share, and subscribe.